Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Legendary Tony Award-winning actress and singer Betty Buckley is returning to the famed Café Carlyle for 5 live performances from September 27th through October 1st. And I caught up with Betty here at Carroll Studios during a break in rehearsal.
I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered and bewildered.
I am so excited to be sitting with you here in your rehearsal room here at Carroll.
Yeah, it's great. This is great. So happy to, I can't wait to see my band today. So thank you. It's good to see you.
Always a pleasure. How excited are you to be returning to the Carlyle? Because you were the last performer there before the pandemic,
I was the last
right?
performer. I had a 2-week engagement, and the first week the city ordinance went down that we could only do 50% of the room, so they had to limit our ticket sales. And then they canceled the second week, and the city just closed down. Airports were closed. Fortunately, my wonderful assistant Kathy had the presence of mind to rent a van before, because we couldn't get a car, before that happened. So we had a van, and then the second week was canceled, and we drove home. It took us 3 days, and by the time we got home, we were both really sick.
Yeah.
And then my lung doctor called to say that he'd exposed us to COVID. Can you believe it? I mean, the irony that a lung doctor exposed me to COVID. But I'm really happy to be back because it's such a pleasure. I love the room. I love the murals. I love the whole intimate thing. And, you know, when all the people come in, I feel like I get to see all my old friends. And it's like I throw my own little party there 5 times this week. So it'll be a blast. I can't wait to see everybody.
Because there's such a history in that room.
Yeah, for sure. And plus the fact to stay at the hotel, the Carlyle Hotel, is like super posh. It's very nice. I really enjoy it.
Tell me what you love the most about that room, like playing it. Because you play symphonies, you play theaters. This is like a living room.
Yeah, it's
isn't
like
it?
a living room. That's what I mean. It's like just a little, it's like I get up on stage with my little band and we share our music with people that are right there.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Let's talk about this trio. Who's in your trio? Who's come back?
Christian Jacob, who flew in, who came to Erie to play for me and then came straight here to New York. And then Jamie Haddad, who played for me for many years until Paul Simon stole him away. And then Tony Marino, who's been the cornerstone of my band, my bass player for, God, I've been working with him for 30 years, if not more. It's like he's the best. So I'm just delighted to get to see them.
Now, what will the evening consist of? Because what I love about your shows are you have new composers, you have these beautiful arrangements.
Thank you.
What will this show consist of?
Same thing, you know, songs from they're for the most part story songs or character songs, and they come from standards, classic standards, to Broadway, to contemporary composers. And I think part of what I enjoy doing in putting together these groupings of songs, it's like putting together a little puzzle to see how one thing fits musically to the next thing. And in terms of the story of an evening, how that goes together. That's always interesting to me, and it almost has its own life. So I'm always curious to see what I'm drawn to next. You know?
See, I love that because every time you see a Betty Buckley concert, they're all different.
Yeah.
And I love that because a lot of people don't do that. They do their regular songs, they add 1 or 2 others, but you take us on a whole new journey every time we see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that. It means a lot to me. Yeah, some people, like my friend wrote, and they're coming with some friends, and she wrote me an email saying, and so you'll be singing Memory. And I said, actually, I won't. And she was like, what do you mean? That's yours. You have to sing Memory. And she said, why? And she was really upset about it. And so I wrote back and I said, because I've sung it enough. But if I feel inspired to when you're there, I maybe will. So it's funny. Yeah, I don't feel compelled to sing everything I've sung before.
Yeah.
So there's too much beautiful music and many beautiful stories to, you know, I want to just keep learning stuff.
Yeah. You know, the last time I saw you in concert, which was just a short while ago, there were all these tables of young kids, like youngers, and I was like, they were like, oh, we fell in love with Betty Buckley from her new films. And then we're like, we found out she was a singer, and now we've fallen in love with her. What that means to you to bring a whole new audience to watch you sing.
I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. Yeah. It was fun working with those college kids at Mercyhurst University this week. And, and then they all came to the concert on Saturday night. There were 22 of them. And I get a little, like, especially when I teach, I'm like, oh God, it better appear that I'm doing what I teach. So it's a little extra level of awareness that I have to be precise. I love young people who love theater and love musical theater and who love music. It's really inspiring. So
You have been an inspiration to so many people because of your teaching. And I was asking you, what is the most artistic, what do you get out of teaching the most?
Well, every good thing that I know how to do, I learned from great teachers. So I feel like it's my responsibility and my obligation to pass along the tools because I couldn't have done any of the stuff that I've done without my remarkable teachers, especially Paul Gabbert, who I studied with for 19 and a half years. But since then, I've had some amazing teachers. I just think it's my responsibility to pass the tools along because I want performers, especially in the musical theater, to be as good as they can be. And these tools saved my life, so why not help other people save their lives? You know?
I want to talk about Law and Order, SVU.
Right.
I said that right?
I know. I am the same. I was like, is it SUV or SVU?
Lorraine Maxwell.
Yeah.
You love playing her, because the last time I saw you, you were getting ready. Your costume designer came backstage to see you, and you were all excited about going to the set again. How much fun is she to play?
I just love being on the set because the crew's fantastic. There's super people, and the cast is just out of this world, headed by, of course, the incredible Mariska Hargitay, she's like a queen, but apart from that, she's like a warrior queen. I mean, she's just... Her life is so big. She has 3 kids and this beautiful husband, and she works so hard. I mean, she's there day in and day out for the months that they're shooting. And Mariska created the Joyful Heart Foundation, and she's just a real inspiration. It's so lovely to be around her and to have her call you a friend. It's just she's an incredible being. She's like otherworldly. She's not like a normal person, in my experience. Although she's very, very down to earth. Don't get me wrong, but she knows everyone in that crew, and has worked with them for 23 seasons or 24. Maybe I think this is season 24. It's pretty remarkable. So I feel pretty in awe whenever I'm around her. I'm just like, who can do that? Plus, she's been in our living rooms on television for all those years, and we feel like we know all of these people, and Kelly Giddish and Peter Scanavino and Ice-T and Octavio. They're just amazing. And Warren Leight, who created the role for me out of the pandemic, which was just unbelievably kind of him. And then he retired after last season, and we have a new showrunner named David Graziano, who's coming actually to my Carlyle show tomorrow night to celebrate his birthday with his fiance. So, I mean, he's just got this new show and this massive job. He just got engaged and moved to New York at the same time. So, I mean, the guys, that's amazing. So when I heard it was his birthday, I said, come to the Carlyle, we'll entertain you on your birthday. So he's coming.
So I was going to ask you, it's going to be like a family affair for these 5 performances. I mean, you're going to see all these people that you know and work with, and people just love to hear you sing. I mean, I was going to ask you, what are you looking forward to the most about this engagement?
Just mainly, getting to work with my musicians again, but also seeing all these friends like Roger and Betty Hess. Roger Hess was my first agent who signed me to Ashley Famous Agency, which is now ICM, when I was like 17. No, I was 18. I was a junior in college. And then he got me my audition for 1776. So he'll be there with his family. My friend Gigi and Harry Benson are coming. My friend Evan Sachs. All these friends that I don't get a chance to see very often. So thank God I'm a concert artist and that they want to come hear me sing because I get to hang out with them for a second. It's really nice.
Have the best time. And we'll
Thank
see
you.
you at the Carlyle.
Thank you, darling. It's good to
love
see
you.
you. Thank you.
Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered.